expecting you. What? Don't tell me you don't recognize me. Oh, still don't know who I am. Let me try and help you with that. I'm the ill ease that you feel when you walk into a crowded room. You know, the hot and cold flushes that confuse you when you're already confused enough. I am the one that raises the whip to your already racing heart. I am the tightening of your chest, the snowballing worries that feel like they might become an avalanche and could just bury you in an instant. My friend, I am the obsessive and I'm the compulsive. I'm the voice, you know, the one. It's always questioning everything you do, everything you think. And I am every single staring eye that watches you. And every one of those places that you try so desperately to avoid. So, now that we have become acquainted, what are you going to do about it?
I feel fortunate to have a person who I love dearly be able to speak to you about her struggles with anxiety. I appreciate greatly what Tut just said. And I appreciate Sandy facing what is clearly an anxiety-producing experience.
Good morning. I apologize if that video was a little intense for some of you, but Ed and I both felt it was important to help you gain a better understanding of what some people deal with on a daily basis. And that's why Ed asked me to speak this morning, as difficult as it is for me, because I am one of those people who was dealt the anxiety card. It's something I deal with on a daily basis, some days better than others. I've always been a worrier, concerned about others and their struggles. I come from a family of worriers. But until the last few years, it never seriously affected my day-to-day life. I thought I was in control. It wasn't until I had a crisis and ended up in the emergency room that I was told that I had an anxiety disorder. At that point, I either had to face up to it and do something about it, or continue on my downward spiral. I chose to fight. It hasn't been easy. At times it's made me feel weak, out of control. To doubt my strength and faith. It's made me feel isolated and afraid for my future. It's also made me feel ashamed and embarrassed that I couldn't manage my own thoughts and just get on with my life. There, that's better. I've encountered health professionals who made me feel as if it was all in my head. I've had some friends and family members who were uncomfortable discussing it or couldn't understand what I was dealing with. Maybe it hits too close to home for some. They tell me that my life is wonderful, that I should be thankful for all that I have. that I shouldn't worry about things that I cannot control. I know all those things, but my brain doesn't always get the message. Until you've been through the struggle, you can't begin to understand how your thoughts and feelings can take control of your life if you let them. But I've also found blessings along the way. I've had the complete support of my loving husband, Ed, who's never wavered that this is something that is real and that we are facing together. Some of you in this congregation have been some of my biggest supporters as well. I believe I am truly blessed to have my Pilgrim family and to have the chance to go deeper in my faith journey with all of you. I found some other wonderful positive influences, both professional and personal, who have helped me learn more about my anxiety disorder. For many of us, it's a brain chemical issue that has to be treated, just as you would treat a medical condition like high blood pressure or diabetes, through behavior modification and medication. It's trial and error, being patient and persistent, and trying different coping tactics, and even medications if necessary, until you find something that helps you gain more control over your daily life. I've also grown stronger as a person. I've learned to reach out and talk to others about my anxiety, and to not be ashamed about it. I've discovered so many people who have similar struggles, and it has made me feel less isolated and alone, and hopefully has made them feel the same. I try to focus on doing for others and not to focus on myself. I'm sure some of you have similar struggles. I certainly am not an expert on anxiety, and everyone's story and journey is different. I just wanted to share some of my story with you in the hope that it might help others and put a personal perspective on the issue. If I can share any of my insight or resources, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to my story. Peace and blessings to you all.